biz on your terms. I'm Lisa J. Peck, and I'm here to show you how to grow your business your way. Today, we're going to talk about something that might be a little sensitive to some of you, and that is, are you continually late for work? Are you one of those time-challenged people? You know the type, the people who realize they have an appointment and then think they have enough time to send up one more email, go through a batch of laundry if you're working at home, or to find that they got lost in doing the task and don't pay attention to the clock, or thought they could make it to their appointment anyway on time. I have worked with a few of these types of people through my coaching, and I've noticed a couple of things. For one, this behavior can cause a lot of long-term regret. Why? Because other people do not like waiting around for you, and will eventually get frustrated enough that they will look for an excuse to no longer work with you. Ouch! I know that's hard and painful, but it's the truth. Even if people do choose to work with you, the Franklin Planner zealot types will harbor ill feelings towards you for having to wait, and that never makes the situation better. One of my clients had such a problem with being late that his business partner decided to end their relationship so he wouldn't have to deal with it anymore. That's extreme, but that really shows how frustrating it could be for certain people. My client truly regretted the consequences of this and wanted to know what he could do to change a habit that was so ingrained in him. The first part of changing the habit is to become truly committed to changing it. You have to really want it. The desire must come from you and not from anybody else. So let's look at this. Step 1. Ask yourself if you really care if you're late. Quite frankly, some people don't care. So check in with yourself and decide if you honestly care if you're late. Does it matter to you that other people are thinking your behavior is rude? Does it really matter to you that you're losing business, whether you know it or not, because people consider you less professional? If the answer is yes, it does matter to you, and you obviously want to change it, not just because of your employees, partner, and clients want you to, but for your own character development. If this is the case, then you're ready to proceed to step number 2. Step number 2, determining where the hang-up is. People are late for different reasons. It's important that you get clear as possible and as soon as possible and drill down to find the answers for why you're late. Some of my clients have been late because they had no sense of time and just really thought that time should just function at their speed. When, if the time worked for them, was the time it should really be good for everyone else. For them, it should be fine. Other clients were guilty of trying to do one more thing before they left for their appointment. And still others had a hard time figuring out what if they wanted to be at a place at 4, they needed to calculate what time they should get into the car to arrive on time. They just never really figure out that they actually have to calculate this and think about it. So, after you figure this out, it's time to go to step number 3, implementing structure based on your hang-up. After you determine the reason that you are chronically late, then implement a structure that will help you to work around your hang-up. For example, my husband is often guilty of having no concept of time. He goes to do one thing, and then another problem comes up, so he goes to handle that, and before he knows it, hours have gone by. So he has learned to preset an alarm on his phone to alert him when a certain note that reminds him that he's supposed to be on schedule and he's supposed to go do this or that. I've coached a client that tried to do one more thing before he left for an appointment to bring that one more thing with him in the car, if possible. And if he arrived early or had to wait for his appointment, he could do that one more thing as he waited and he wasn't the one that was late. Step number 4, track and celebrate. It's important, if you're going to be chronically late, to track how often you show up on time, early, and how often you're late. The more you pay attention, the more insights you'll have about your patterns. The more you know where you get hung up, the better you'll be at pinpointing what it is in that way, and then you can solve those problems. Often it isn't the time that's truly getting in your way, but it is that you're not paying attention or planning ahead. It always serves better if you have some way to celebrate when you do change your pattern for better. Make it a game. If you're on time for the next 10 times, reward yourself with a movie, read a book that you want, or take yourself to your favorite restaurant, or, a lot of people's favorite, go golfing. The fact is, the habit of being late will cause you a lot of problems. If you take the time and put forth the energy to change that habit around, you'll love the new habit of being on time early. And it will feel so good, and you'll love the business that will be coming your way. That's it for this episode of Biz on Your Terms. And until next time, have a great on-time, stepping it up adventure. Woohoo! Oh yeah! Woohoo!